Young and the Restless predictions. Nick's torn between ladies and Kyle rampages. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. The Young and the Restless predictions put key characters in the spotlight, include Victor Newman, Eric Braeden. He seems to be plotting against Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, to avenge perceived wrongs against Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott. Young and the Restless spoilers also report a reunion between Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, and Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, could be on the horizon as they bond over their shared loneliness and past love. However, a potential crisis involving Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, may pull him away from Phyllis. And why and our spoilers say that Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, is playing a dangerous dual game, aligning with Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, on one hand while conspiring with Devin Hamilton, Brayton James, and Nate Hastings, seen Dominic, on the other. Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, and Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, appear to rekindle their romance, potentially leading to more secrets. As the story unfolds, the characters' complex relationships and unexpected alliances are expected to create a gripping drama that will keep the audience on their toes. Get all your daily Young and the Restless spoilers and news here and stay tuned for updates on your favorite characters' fates. In the ever-tumultuous world of the Young and the Restless, love triangles, business battles, and family feuds continue to keep viewers on the edge of their seats. But the drama is about to reach a boiling point, with two major storylines that are bound to captivate audiences in the upcoming weeks: Nick Newman's romantic indecision and Kyle Abbott's reckless rampage through both personal and professional spheres. The combination of Nick's romantic entanglements and Kyle's all-consuming anger promises to send shockwaves through Genoa City, leading to major repercussions for everyone involved. Let's dive into what the future holds for these two characters, why they are facing such turmoil, and what the ripple effects will be for the rest of the Y and R universe. Nick Newman, torn between ladies, a heart versus head battle. Nick Newman has always been a man who is driven by his emotions, and his love life has been a roller coaster ride filled with passion, heartache, and difficult decisions. As one of the central figures in the Newman family, his personal life has often taken center stage. Over the years, Nick has been involved in various relationships, from his complicated history with Sharon Rosales to his more recent entanglements with Phyllis Summers and the seemingly perfect relationship with Chelsea Lawson. But as the show continues to evolve, it's becoming clear that Nick's heart is pulled in different directions, and the emotional weight of this indecision may soon lead him to make some dramatic choices. The chemistry with Sharon. A love that never dies, Nick and Sharon's relationship has always been a cornerstone of the Young and the Restless, despite their many breakups and makeups over the years. Their bond runs deep, and no matter how much time passes, the chemistry between them remains undeniable. Recently, Nick and Sharon have found themselves growing closer once again. Their history together, filled with children, heartbreak, and the occasional rekindling of their once passionate romance, makes it difficult for either of them to fully let go. Sharon has recently struggled with her own personal demons, dealing with the lingering effects of past relationships and her own emotional baggage. As she continues to face challenges in her life, Nick has been there for her, providing her with the emotional support and companionship she needs. There's no denying that the comfort and familiarity of Nick's presence is a powerful pull for Sharon. However, there's still a question of whether this relationship can ever move forward in a meaningful way, especially considering their history of dysfunction. Nick's connection with Sharon has always been complicated by their individual growths as people. While they undoubtedly share a deep bond, the ghosts of their past mistakes continue to haunt them, and they're constantly confronted with the fact that, at times, they're better as co-parents and friends than as romantic partners. Sharon may want to believe that there's still a chance for them to make it work, but Nick's heart is torn. He knows that, despite the connection they share, their past might be an obstacle they can't overcome. Phyllis Summers, the wild card in Nick's life. Phyllis Summers is a force to be reckoned with, and her magnetic personality has always had a profound effect on Nick. Their past romance was filled with passion and drama, and even though they've experienced palpable attraction between the two, Phyllis has a knack for getting under Nick's skin, and he has often found himself drawn to her in ways he can't explain. However, Phyllis is no stranger to drama herself, and her bold, sometimes reckless, personality has often led to conflict with those around her, especially Nick. Recently, Phyllis has been embroiled in her own battles, dealing with the fallout from her complicated relationships with Jack Abbott and others in the Genoa City social scene. Despite these challenges, Phyllis remains a dominant force in Nick's life, and he's repeatedly found himself falling back into her orbit. There's something about Phyllis that continues to pull Nick in, even when he knows that their relationship might be built on shaky ground. Phyllis may be unpredictable and often hard to trust, but she's also fiercely loyal, and her presence in Nick's life seems to be a constant. Nick's feelings for her can be intense, but he often finds himself at odds with Phyllis' more calculated and manipulative nature. As the situation unfolds, Nick may be forced to confront the fact that Phyllis is not someone he can easily let go of, despite their dramatic past. But Phyllis's tendency to cause chaos and stir up trouble could eventually push Nick to a breaking point, forcing him to reevaluate his feelings for her and decide whether it's worth continuing their on-again, off-again relationship. Chelsea Lawson, a new beginning or just a distraction? Chelsea Lawson entered Nick's life as a breath of fresh air, offering him the possibility of a new beginning, a relationship untainted by the baggage of his past. Chelsea, with her more stable demeanor and genuine affection for Nick, seemed like a safe harbor from the storm of his complicated history with Sharon and Phyllis. However, as their relationship continues to develop, it's becoming clear that Chelsea, too, is not without her own complexities. Chelsea has her own share of baggage, her past with Adam Newman, her struggles with trust, and her own emotional scars. While she and Nick share a comfortable rapport, there are moments when Nick can't shake the feeling that Chelsea might be a distraction rather than a solution to his deeper emotional turmoil. He's drawn to her stability, but does he feel truly passionate about her in the same way he feels for Sharon or Phyllis? Or is Chelsea simply a way for Nick to avoid confronting the unresolved feelings he has for the other women in his life? As the weeks go on, Nick will have to decide whether his relationship with Chelsea is worth pursuing or if he's merely using her to fill a void left by Sharon and Phyllis. The stakes are high, and the pressure to choose between these women will only increase as the drama intensifies. Kyle Abbott, rampaging through life, love, and legacy. While Nick Newman's romantic indecision takes center stage, another character is stirring up trouble in Genoa City. Kyle Abbott has always been a charming but impulsive figure, and recent spoilers suggest that he's about to go on a rampage that will have serious consequences for both his personal and professional life. Kyle's internal conflict and reckless actions are threatening to bring him to the brink of self-destruction, and the fallout could be catastrophic. Kyle struggles with responsibility and identity. At the heart of Kyle's current rampage is his struggle with responsibility. Growing up as the privileged son of Jack Abbott, Kyle has long been able to avoid facing the harsh realities of life, thanks to his family's wealth and influence. However, as he's grown older, Kyle has found himself at a crossroads. His role at Jabot Cosmetics, his marriage to Summer Newman, and his place within the Abbott family are all sources of pressure that he has yet to fully navigate. Kyle's impulsive nature has always been a double-edged sword. While it has allowed him to make bold moves in business and relationships, it has also led him to make reckless decisions. Lately, Kyle has found himself making choices that not only threaten his professional future, but also jeopardize his relationship with Summer. His reckless behavior, driven by a mixture of anger, insecurity, and a desperate need for validation, has alienated the people closest to him. The tension within his family, particularly with Jack, is growing, and Kyle seems to be spiraling out of control. The fallout from Kyle's rampage: lost relationships and broken trust. Kyle's actions will have serious consequences in his personal life. Summer, who has always stood by him, will find herself questioning whether she can continue to support him as he behaves more recklessly. The cracks in their relationship are becoming more evident, and Kyle's inability to take responsibility for his mistakes may lead to a permanent rift between them. Summer deserves stability and trust, and Kyle's lack of both may push her away. Kyle's actions will not only affect his marriage, but also his standing in the Abbott family. Jack, already frustrated with Kyle's impulsiveness, may take a more hands-off approach, potentially removing Kyle from Jabot or forcing him to confront the consequences of his decisions in a way that Kyle hasn't experienced before. A path toward redemption or irreparable damage. As Kyle continues his rampage, he may ultimately face a choice: continue down this destructive path or begin the long journey toward redemption. Will he take responsibility for his actions, rebuild his relationship with Summer, and repair his fractured relationships with his family? Or will his reckless behavior lead to irreparable damage, leaving him isolated and without the support system he's always relied on? The next few weeks are crucial for Kyle's future in Genoa City. His actions will have lasting consequences that may change the course of his life forever. Looking ahead, a tumultuous future for both men. In the world of the young and the restless, it's clear that the stakes are higher than ever for both Nick and Kyle. Nick is torn between the women he loves, while Kyle is on the verge of destroying everything he holds dear. These two characters are facing critical decisions that will not only affect their futures, but also the futures of those around them. For Nick, the coming weeks will bring a heart-wrenching decision about love, loyalty, and trust. Can he find balance, or will his emotional indecision lead to a path of heartache and regret? As for Kyle, his future is on the line, and only time will tell whether he can find redemption or if his rampage will cost him everything. The drama is far from over in Genoa City, and viewers can expect a whirlwind of emotions, tough decisions, and life-changing consequences in the weeks to come. Will Nick and Kyle rise to the occasion, or will their choices lead them down paths they can never return from? Only time will tell, and we can't wait to watch it all unfold.